The Big Show on Kiss 92.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Happy at Work Thursday, actually, with Angel, Daphne, the Flying Dutchman, and Adrian Chu of Korea Agility International. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning, Angel, and what a wonderful day it is. I'm looking forward to next Friday's holiday.
Oh, well, yeah, kind of. Not
for
for us,
you.
though. We come into
We
the
gotta
studio.
work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there'll be so many updates when it comes to the
Actually.
presidential election,
Actually,
right? So
we're
we have
working.
to be here and give you the updates while you lie in bed. How do you feel about that? You're welcome to come join us in the studio, you know?
Hey, that's actually a very good idea.
Bring
actually.
breakfast,
I'll bring
please.
breakfast. McDonald's for you,
Angry,
right?
not
So-
much.
How did you know?
So today we're talking about email habits that need to die.
Yeah, I
There are
know.
so many.
Yeah, I know. I read somewhere that we receive close to 100 or 120 emails a day.
These are including like promotional
Spam.
email,
Promotional
spam.
and spam
Yeah.
and everything else coming in. And if you're not careful about it, you just get deluged and overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And as much as we look at the emails, how many percent of the emails are actually relevant? And those that are relevant, you're plowing through badly written emails that take time to analyze. It's so
Yeah.
painful that I figured, okay, maybe today we just see, how do we reduce that? But what are some of the things some habits that should just die?
Unsubscribe from all
Oh, it
newsletters.
takes so long though.
To unsubscribe?
Yeah,
No,
I-
it's just like,
No,
it
it's
literally
just
just click.
unsubscribe.
No.
Unsubscribe.
So, okay. So, this is probably a story for another time. But, when I was living in the States, apparently, when you sign up for things or you like try and get like free samples and stuff, they sign you up for certain things. And then once those companies have your email, they just send you a whole bunch of other things. And then what I realized that they do is they put a fake unsubscribe button that makes you actually sign up for more emails.
Oh, they're
So when
like, they're
I-
like, are you sure you want to go? We want to give you 50%.
No, yeah, exactly, or something like
Suck
that.
you in.
But even that is like incorrectly labeled. So it's actually a subscribe button, but they put it unsubscribe.
Oh,
there.
really?
So then you end up getting more. And so I was going through a period of my life where I was like, I'm going to be a responsible adult. I'm going to unsubscribe to all these emails that I just wake up every morning
Getting more.
and delete.
Yeah.
But it's become like a habit now. And
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. What's the first thing we can do?
Well, I think there are lots of stuff. I think the biggest bugbear of mine is when I get emails that are not relevant to me. Especially these are work emails.
CC'd?
And they're all CC'd. And the reason it's CC'd. And it's so painful because... And the reason why the sender CCs is because he just wants to cover his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'll send an email to FD, but I'll send an email to FD's boss to make
Yeah.
sure that you know that I'm getting a
Yeah.
boss. And then I CC the email to my boss because I want to tell my boss that I got it covered. And then I CC to my boss's boss, my colleagues, and
It's literally receipts.
But when you are CC'd on an email, you have no responsibility to reply, right?
But you don't know, you see, because it could be something
Could
that
be
affects
important,
you.
yeah.
If it's important, put me in the two.
True,
Do
right?
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, and I think that should be done. That should be taught in like email school. If
Yeah. You need to run an email school.
Should be a module, huh?
Yeah, and so when you see all the CCs and everything here, like what's happening here?
Yeah.
And you know what's a bigger crime than CCing everybody?
What?
When someone in there replies to all.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
And then
goodness.
it just gets one gigantic
Yeah. Oh my
out of control
gosh.
monster.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue talking more about what kind of email habits should be put to rest on the Big Show TV. If you want to join us, it's YouTube and Facebook /Kiss92FM. And if you have any questions at all for Adrian Chu, you can also WhatsApp it in to 88550920. Here's Benjamin King. Oh, we just had him in the studio last week, featuring James Reid. This is a new one, Rock Bottom Blues.
I've been trying to get out of this.
So good.
Okay. Email habits that should die.
What are some of your pet peeves for emails?
I just want emails to stop after 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Then you
Is
just
it-
don't check off.
No.
No, it's not about that. It's not about don't checking. Show some respect for me and don't send.
Yeah.
But you're right, though, don't check. There are some people that, there's some countries where it's illegal.
Yeah.
I think in France, it's illegal to send
Yeah.
an email after office hours
Yeah.
and on weekends.
It is
It
HR
is illegal.
reportable.
Yeah, it is illegal. You can get fined for it.
Yeah.
And France, I know, is one country. I'm not sure. I think other countries in Europe would also have it.
And sometimes if you don't check, it's okay not to check.
Yeah.
But sometimes the alert pops up on your screen, beep, and then the top line, then it's like, so if you want to turn off the alerts, but it's
Switch off the notifications, but you can't, right?
But you
You
can't.
can't wait, but if you're on an iPhone, you can.
No, you can switch off the notifications for all
Oh.
phones.
No,
Yeah.
I just mean like on an iPhone, or I'm sure that an Android can do it
Android,
too.
yeah.
But you can have a mode that's a personal mode.
Oh,
So
okay.
after a certain time, you can just say like no emails.
Oh,
or
yeah, yeah,
I
for
don't want this
sure.
person to call, or
Right.
all notifications silent for certain people or certain apps.
Yeah, okay. I
So
need
you
I
can.
need to do that as well.
Yeah.
Like or a certain time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
You
it
can,
doesn't come
like-
after office hours and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm sure Android does. We have good phones.
I don't know about you guys, but recently in my Microsoft Outlook, the email software that I'm using, after 5 p.m. when I want to send an email, it actually pops up and says, "Are you sure you
Oh,
want to send this
really?
email? It's 5 o'clock. Do you
Wow.
want to click send now, and we'll deliver it tomorrow morning instead?"
Oh, nice.
good on you,
And what-
Microsoft.
I have no idea whether, but a lot of my friends are not getting that. I got a
Maybe
feeling
it's something you switched on or you didn't turn off.
must be one of my colleagues turn it on. So
Yeah, you should
Just so
find
that
out.
you don't send them.
Possible.
Yen, is that you,
find
Yen?
out.
So, I have no idea.
Well, maybe it's a software update. You never know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's cool. It's interesting, and I
It
think
is.
you should install it in all the bosses' emails as well.
Yeah.
I mean, well, for myself, I mean, I work internationally, so I can't. If someone needs a deadline and it's midnight for me, I still
Yeah.
have to get it done. You know?
Yeah, yeah. There are some people that also what they do is they have a response, an automated response that says, "Hi, I will only respond to emails twice a day." So once at 11 a.m. and once at 3 p.m. So at least you know that you're going to get a response at 3
cute.
a.m. because then that person is not, if it were me, you're not constantly sitting there
That's
looking
so
through your emails and then
smart.
feeling the need to respond straight away.
Yeah.
They just do it twice a day.
Yeah.
And I think that's
So
a great
smart.
habit.
It's
That's
like
a great
office hours, right?
yeah, either that or they put it in their signature, which I think is handy.
So, Adrian, I only respond to emails twice a day, 11 and 3 p.m. Good in the Singapore context of working?
Can it work?
Can it work here? The way we work?
The way
Our-
people want
Yeah.
immediate responses.
Yeah. Would that work in Singapore?
This was someone in Singapore actually that
I think
I saw
Very
that on.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think if you word it politely, it's
Yeah.
okay. Something instead of I only respond at 11 to 3. So I because of
No,
my,
yeah,
my
I'm
day
just
is busy.
shortening, yeah.
because I'm busy. I am,
Only have time.
I tend to check my email at 11 and 3.
Yeah,
Maybe not just about response. You can respond anytime.
it's the tone, right?
yeah, but I guess it's the tone. You're
And
right.
and for real emergencies, you know how to get me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
call
mean?
on
Yeah.
mobile,
If
right?
you're important enough, you have my number.
Yeah,
that kind
of
of
course.
thing.
and if it's important enough, yeah. So I
Yeah.
agree with you. That's what I always say. Whenever I get WhatsApp messages at night, I typically do not respond.
Smart.
Because what I always say is, if you respond, you're feeding the troll, you're encouraging the bad behavior, then just send
It's
someone to you.
continuous.
But if it's really urgent, give me a call. I mean, if the office is on fire or something's really bad
Yeah,
happening,
yeah.
give me a
Yeah,
call.
call.
Like I didn't wash my coffee cup is not an emergency, right?
Yeah.
I just spoke to a client just yesterday, and he told me that his boss sends a you up message at about 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
Whoa,
wow.
no,
Are you
that's not
still awake?
appropriate.
Yeah, you up, and then it's like, what do I do? I said, don't respond to it. But
Yeah.
but he responded once, and he said, oh, okay. Can you send me the report for blah blah? I said, what?
Oh
Seriously,
my
at 1
gosh.
a.m.
No, but I don't get this. Why is your phone on
Yeah,
at 1
exactly.
a.m.?
Yeah. Well, because
Because
no,
normal
but,
people
but
don't
you're-
turn their phones off.
Yeah, but you're on your phone. People who are up are typically on their phone. They
I
may not
guess,
be
yeah, they're
watching
on
TV or
Facebook or
reading. They're
TikTok
on their
or-
phone.
yeah.
Everything happens on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Because to me, my phone's done at 10:30.
Do you switch it off or do
I
you put it on
switch it
silent?
off.
I switch my phone off as well. My phone is off when I go to bed.
switch it
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I
only
don't
get-
do that.
You don't? You put it on
But
silent.
it's on do not disturb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said only in emergencies people can ring, right?
They'd have to call twice to
Yeah.
get
That's a
through.
very good
Yeah.
feature. Did you know that?
I'm not an iPhone user, but it's a great
I'm not an
idea.
iPhone
It's a
user
great idea.
either.
I think it is I think it's universal. So if you turn your Android phones to do not disturb, if I call you twice, the second time it should ring. I think that's like a pretty.
let's
Yeah, I'll
test
give
it
it a
later.
Okay.
Let's test it later. Yeah, I'd like to know.
Yeah, and I think it's just a matter of basic respect, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
if someone, if it's not urgent, why do you call someone in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Number one, it's like in the old days when you didn't have mobile phones. When the phone rang at 1 in the morning, you're like,
something's happening.
really
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Only you only do
Someone
that when
died or
it's-
something,
yeah,
you know,
correct, right?
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we only do that. So why want the message?
No, but you see, in the days before the mobile phone, when someone called you on a landline,
Yeah.
they only called you when it was important.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
didn't call you for rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
now that you've got this, they're calling you for rubbish.
I'm sending messages. Yep. Traffic.
I'm living, so we turning up. Yeah, we turning it up.
Kiss 92 traffic.
The AYE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down at Jurong Pier Road exit. Look out for that, please. AYE towards the MCE, a vehicle broken down at Clementi Road exit. Those two areas will cause some delays. Also on Teluk Blangah Road towards Tuas, roadworks after Sentosa Gateway. Stay within the speed limit, please. Make sure you've got everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
It is Happy at Work Thursday with Angel, Daphne, and the Flying Dutchman. And we have, of course, from Korea Agility International, Adrian Chu in the house. And today we're talking about the email habits that deserve to die. What are some of the most annoying email habits that we think should cease and desist?
Actually, if you think that there are email habits that should die, get on our Facebook in the column section and tell us what you think, and then we can start to discuss that. Moll has come across and said Outlook actually has a lot of good features, a lot of good filters, and a lot of quick steps that actually help with you controlling your email.
And I think a lot of people don't really dive into things like that when we should. And like you said, Daphne, there are certain notifications for the iPhone which I'm sure I'm not making use of
Yeah.
on my Android as well.
Yeah.
And we should really dive in to sort of try and streamline our lives
Yeah.
to make it a little bit more pleasant,
Yeah.
to not get emails after working hours and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I feel like responses on emails, like noted with thanks, should be put to rest as well.
Noted with
You know, like
Yeah.
why do people respond like that?
Noted with thanks.
I think maybe the first time that someone said it,
Yeah.
it was actually just like a very, like the best way you could have put it across. And then it has evolved into this kind of passive aggressive, like noted, you know,
That's-
instead
Yeah.
of, because of the first time someone wrote it, it was
Yeah.
probably like, got it, noted, with
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like-
And then they've shortened it to just noted.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but that's like, okay, if you're in a rush, you need to send that message. I get that. But noted with thanks has such negative connotation.
Yeah, like
now.
what does it
Like,
what does it
ugh.
mean? It means, okay, I've taken note of what you said. Thank you very much for sending that. That's
Like,
basically
kinda like
what it
receive
is.
got it, you know?
It's shortened. No, and there are things like, and I know this upsets Yen very much. It's called please revert.
Oh my gosh.
Revert.
Yeah.
No,
Please
revert.
revert.
Please revert.
Which means
No.
what? Please reply, is it?
You know what
but
gets me?
revert's not correct. Right?
Please revert back.
Yeah, revert back.
Oh, that's even worse.
So,
That's
so,
even worse.
so basically, please revert is, here's the situation today. So let's revert to yesterday.
Just to go back.
Oh, is that what
Yeah,
it actually means?
Revert means to go
Yeah.
back.
Yes,
To a-
revert
to a
means
previous
go back.
form.
No, no,
Yeah.
but when people say that,
No,
is that
they're
what,
saying please reply.
Yeah,
Oh,
please,
They're actually
What?
asking for a reply.
please revert. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like, no, what revert? So,
Actually, as you said that, Matthew on our Facebook was said, please don't revert to me. You were never me. As you
my
were
gosh.
saying the revert thing, it's a real problem.
Please repeat again.
obviously,
Yeah, oh my gosh, we could go on and on, but it's not a grammar lesson now.
I
It
don't know,
is-
but on that note itself, I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi.
Nazi, yeah.
I'm very very annoyed when I see bad because
Grammar.
not because I'm a snob, but because there are grammar checks and spelling checks.
exactly.
You're just ignoring
Grammarly
the-
is out there.
You're ignoring the huge red underline that's on
Yeah.
your email telling you that it's not
Grammatically correct,
you
yeah.
just- sometimes
Especially
it's
in a
lazy.
professional email too. You know, I work email.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, being in the job that I'm in or we are in, we get a lot of press releases. And what really, really annoys me, and I hope PR companies are listening, is when they say, "Dear media friend,"
Dear editor.
"Dear editor,"
How
and
hard
I'm
is
like,
it to put our name in?
exactly, and I'm like, I don't edit anything, but okay. Dear XXX, I've received.
Oh, that's
That's somebody not filling in the blanks.
Yeah.
You know, I think and with so many types of software out there like MailChimp and all that, you are able to put in individual names. You know, all you have to do is key in the rules and everything. And
Yeah.
how hard is it to do
It's
that
not-
to refer
yeah.
to someone?
Yeah.
I mean, if
By
it's
name.
an XXX and it's a accidental slip once in a while, it's okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that was a slip.
Yeah, but sometimes you do get people who just go, dear sir/madam,
Yeah.
or
To whom it may
to
concern.
whom it may concern.
Only I do that, but only if I'm writing to a corporation. I don't know who
Yes,
to
that's-
address it to.
that's okay.
Or it's, it's a government body and you have no idea who
And
is in
it's,
charge,
and it's
right?
an info at.
Yeah.
You don't know
Yeah.
who it's going to. But if it's
Yeah.
going to your
email with a
email
name
address
in
with a
there,
name,
right? Yeah,
how
it's
dare
like-
you not put my name
yeah, it's
in?
like-
Okay, is that worse or the fact that recently I was invited to an event and I got to the event, I was a little bit late, and the girl there was like, "Hello, who are you?" I was like, "Oh, my name is Daphne Ku or my
Yeah.
Haneri." And then she found it. I looked for the email. I was like, "Oh, this is the girl that invited me." She's like, "Oh, it's me," and I'm like. Wait, so you invited me and you asked me like what country I'm from,
And you
like,
don't
my
know
name.
who I am.
Yeah, I mean, I
In
never
that sense. No, but
if
you
you're
don't
gonna
know
invite,
who the
yeah,
person is,
I
yeah.
can't tell what's worse.
do the homework, right?
You do your homework, like you always said. Do your due diligence first,
and,
right?
and especially if you're writing for a job application,
Yeah.
you find out who you're interviewing with or who the HR manager is, right? And dear recruiter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Okay, let's continue this conversation on the Big Show TV. Remember, you can always key in your responses on our comment section on Facebook. The time now is 8:15.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you.
Oh, this revert thing is a real thing, a lot of people.
It's
And
a big
recently-
it's a big issue on our
And
our
recently, I
Facebook.
received an email and read to you. It goes.
Name and shame.
No, it goes as per our previous conversation with your good self.
Oh
With
my
your good
gosh.
self.
So this is written in the 17th century. It was written with a pen and with a
Elizabethan.
quill.
With a quill.
It was like, oh,
This
it's
is
your-
written by ChatGPT.
Oh my gosh. Set in the 17th
Yeah, it's
century.
written by Jane Austen. I have no idea. Come on, this is. I don't know.
But you know, it's coming from a good place.
It's
Like they're
coming
trying to
from a
be
good place.
polite.
Yeah, I know it's over the top.
It's not malicious.
It's not
yeah.
malicious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nobody refers to anybody as,
your good
good
self.
self,
Yeah.
anymore.
Maybe some English people. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's an English major or literature
Yeah.
major. I have no idea. But it was funny. I laughed and I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. But
I
Yeah,
definitely, yeah.
he must be like, dear so and so, thanks for the morning laughs. How is thee today?
How are thou
How art
today?
thou today?
Okay, here's an interesting question on our Facebook page. Ashley, what is the right way to start? Dear, hi, hello?
For an email?
For an email.
I think it depends.
Depends, yeah.
It
I
does
think it depends
depend, I
who you're
think.
writing to. Yeah.
Because if it's someone you know and you've met, I think dear is okay.
Yeah.
But if it's someone you've never met before, I would say
No, but dear
but you
so and so is
Yeah,
a proper
it's formal.
right. But I don't know. I guess
Not as in darling dear.
Not
Right,
as
right,
in
yeah,
darling
yeah,
here. So it's
yeah.
dear so and so and
Yeah.
so, or hi so and so and so, or hello so and so and so. I would never use hi and hello in an email. I may use it in a text,
Yeah.
but I would never start an email that way.
I have started emails that way if I know the person. Like
Okay.
if I wrote to you, you
Yeah.
know, and your email is Mark so and so,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
like, hey
Hi,
FD,
Mark.
or
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
hey
Yeah.
FD, how you
Yeah.
doing? You know,
Yeah.
I've done that with our bosses. I'll be like,
Yeah.
hi Steve, you know. But if I don't know the person, I'll be dear so and so.
I guess
I
I
wrote-
feel like if it's someone of the opposite sex, I won't put dear. But if I know their name,
so it'll be a hello.
yeah,
Why though?
I don't know.
You feel dear is endearment?
I feel
Or-
like I don't want any possibility to come
Oh
across
my
in a
goodness,
certain
really?
way.
But that is the formal way of
But isn't that
writing.
overthinking it?
I mean,
It's not saying darling John. You're
Yeah,
saying dear
yeah.
John. It
it just
or what's
seems
the- what's
so
the-
personal.
Really?
Instead of dear, you
Oh.
use dearest.
yeah, dear, that's different.
Oh,
That's
that's
different.
different. I
wouldn't, yeah.
But dear is not a form of endearment.
But the funny thing is, sometimes after the dear so and so, right? It's I hope this email finds you well.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that though.
It's-
You
I
we
know,
shouldn't do
it's-
that.
I don't. That's something I learned in primary school when you're physically writing mails last time.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
I
do
hope
that.
this
leh.
letter finds you well. I mean, it's a nice pleasantry, but in today's context, I don't know. I'm just being a bit.
Yeah,
this
picky.
morning,
I
but-
I say hope all's well. Hope you had a
Oh,
great
well,
weekend.
Yeah, I
know?
normally do if it's Monday.
Yeah.
I hope you had. I trust you had a great weekend. I hope you had a
Oh,
great
yeah,
weekend.
sometimes I do.
Isn't
that,
that the
but-
same as hope this
yes,
email finds
finds
you
you
well?
I don't know.
You know?
This email finds you. Well. I
Yeah,
don't know, just,
okay,
I mean,
it's just
speaking,
you,
I don't know,
right? It's
speaking.
just you.
I mean,
yeah.
okay, in lyric terms, I think it's a great line because it's like a picture. Oh, it's like a real story. Like, I hope that when the email finds you, that you are well.
when it gets to you through the
Yeah.
World Wide Web.
yeah, it's poetic. I
What
don't know.
about ending emails? Because like
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's like sincerely, best regards. There's XOXO. There's what is the
Yeah.
proper way to end an email?
I think the safest one is best
Best
regards.
regards.
Best
I think that's
regards.
the first, yeah, I find yours sincerely, yours faithfully, very old school, which is
No,
quaint.
I don't use it. You know why? I never know when to use faithfully and when to use sincerely.
Are there rules involved?
There are apparently. I
really?
can't remember what they are, but there are rules involved.
I don't think I've ever said yours faithfully.
In the old school with letters,
In the
you
old
did,
school,
you
yeah,
did,
maybe,
right? Yeah,
maybe.
that's-
Now my emails end with gratitude.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and mine
That's
with
nice.
gratitude. Yeah, I saw
Aw.
it come in on one email, and I'm like, okay, I'm using that because I thought it was really nice. It's like with thanks, everything's great, and yeah. So that's my ending.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
actually, Crystal says when they write to you, they spell the name wrong, even though it's in the email or signature.
That's
That's
weird.
the worst.
That's just rude.
I tell you what gets me, okay, when people spell my name as Adrain.
Oh no.
Oh, mine is Delphine.
So it's a
Oh, don't worry, I've got angle.
You've had it on a T-shirt.
I've had it on a T-shirt. Oh my gosh.
They made a T-shirt for you and they spelled it wrong.
Sean made a T-shirt for us.
Oh.
It was Glenn. Angle. No, what was it before? Glenn, Angel, Sean, and FD or something,
I
right?
can't
Something
remember
like
what it
that,
was,
or
yeah.
FD and Sean or
Yeah.
something like that. And it was Angle.
But
And
you
we
know
all
what?
looked at the T-shirt. We were all like, Sean, do you
you
see
see
anything
it?
wrong? And he's like, no. And we're like,
But-
no,
but-
look at it. And he's like,
But
no.
but he's got a point because it was a cute angle.
It was so cute.
was a
Yes, it was
angle.
cute. Yes.
Wow. Was it meant to be a joke? No, he misspelled it.
No, he
Okay,
printed
okay.
a few of those. Anyway, I kept it because like limited edition.
It was
right?
quite cute.
I was
cute.
totally okay with it. I get it all the time.
Very interesting. People are coming across our Facebook page,
Yeah.
right? If you start your letter dear sirs
Yeah.
or dear sir, you end it yours faithfully.
faithfully.
If it's dear someone's name, you end it yours sincerely.
Oh, right. That must be Prashant, is it?
No,
It's not Prashant.
it's Sherry Wong.
Okay, wow.
Wow,
Thanks,
I
Sherry.
learned
I
something
had
new
no
today.
idea.
I had no idea.
No idea
I
at
can
all.
never remember it, so
I
I don't.
remember you're right. There were rules we learned in school.
Yes.
Well, I never learned.
Back
I
in
never
the
learned.
day.
And I
Yeah,
went to
back in
media
the-
school as well.
No. But what I don't like is just hi, comma.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
hello, comma.
Oh,
Not
if I-
even the effort of a name.
If I did that, I meant business. I just mean like you are in trouble.
Oh, right. Okay. Not their full name. It's like-
No, just like hi, you did this wrong.
Right,
Please
yeah.
correct.
Okay.
But I would never
okay.
say and revert. Please correct and advise.
That's so funny, right? I think that's why email etiquette this should be taught in school. I think, but it's interesting because we are seeing, and for our listeners out there, if you have other examples, just throw it in. The thing I can't stand is our emails that never end.
Yeah.
Our
They're very
emails that
long.
oh,
they're
yeah.
long, all over, roundabout.
Get to the point already.
Yeah, and some people try to impress by using huge
Huge
words.
words.
Uh-oh.
Then you know that the thesaurus tab is open. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
actually,
they've
right,
got it
yes.
open on the side.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, I want a new word for return. And then they have,
And then,
you
so
can
then,
tell.
then the word revert comes up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's how that
that's the
happened.
origin story of revert.
There you go. We found it. We found it.
Oh, thesaurus helps and hurts us all at the same time.
Let's return to that topic. No, let's revert to yesterday.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay, traffic coming up.
We've got a lot of really funny messages.
Fell into his bed.
Kiss 92 traffic.
The AYE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down at Jurong Pier Road exit. PIE towards Changi, a vehicle broken down after Lornie Road. The CTE towards the SLE, a vehicle broken down after Ang Mo Kio Avenue 5 exit. What else do we have for you? AYE towards the MCE, a vehicle broken down at Clementi Road exit. Please stay within the speed limit. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning. It's Happy at Work Thursday with Adrian Chu of Korea Agility International, and we're talking about email habits or email etiquette. that
That-
need to die.
Yeah.
Now.
I think the one etiquette, and people need to understand this today, and we're getting messages on our Facebook page, even management down to staff. I have a name, use it.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right? Don't use FAJT for flexi adjunct teacher. I have this is HR sending a letter to a teacher.
To
Yeah.
one specific teacher.
Yeah, and
F-A- oh,
JT
really?
because it's flexi adjunct teacher.
Oh.
But
That's
your HR, you
terrible.
should know my name.
What's a flexi adjunct teacher?
Oh,
I
the,
don't
the
know,
temp,
maybe
the
Is that
gymnast,
a
temp-
temporary
maybe?
teacher? It's a temporary teacher. We used to call them substitute teachers,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Sub-
yeah.
subs.
Dear sub.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
sure
Dear
they.
Sub would have even been better than FAJT.
JT. I'm not an acronym.
Aye.
Yeah, I just looked it up
exactly.
actually, like email habits, bad email etiquette. So lengthy subject lines,
Longer than the mail itself.
longer than the mail, longer than your screen. You know, you're like, oh, what does the rest of this say? Generic subject lines, you know, when it's not clear enough.
Yeah.
No recipient name. We talked about this already. Focusing on features rather than benefits. Being too friendly in
Oh,
an email.
see?
I think
That's the Dear thing
Yeah,
for me.
no, but Dear is
I want
Dear
to
is a
expand on that.
generic start,
I think,
though.
I think that's you got a great point. Sometimes you're emailing to someone, a contact, and say, "Hey, brother."
Oh, that's
Oh,
too
yeah, no, you
informal.
can't do
even
that.
and even if you know the other person, and even if you're very close friends, and it's okay. The problem is if that email gets CC'd or forwarded up to his bosses
Yeah,
or the CEO.
the trail.
And then, it's,
Yeah.
then when the CEO goes down, say, "What's this guy? Hey, brother.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Hey,
You
bro."
know-
It's like,
You know what? My mom used to manage me, right? But because I used to save her in my address book as mommy, right? So when everyone would get the email, because she would be replying to like
And it would
whoever's
be
booking-
mommy.
So I had to change her name to Denise.
Oh, okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
her full name. And then now even in my phone, her name is still like Denise.
It's formal.
yeah, just in case, because it used to be like, mommy. You know, I was a kid, right, with all the like exclamation mark and all the weird things. But speaking of my parents, so Owen wrote into our Facebook, said, some bosses send test emails of little importance to see if you'll reply, especially if you're working remotely.
Oh.
That's I mean,
sneaky, though.
Yeah, but also my dad used to send me emails just to make sure his email was still working. He would write test.
Yeah, my dad does still does that. Yeah.
I thought it'd be like the test isn't even in the subject. The subject is blank, and then in the email it says test. I was like, Dad, please, you're gonna give me a heart attack. I thought it was something important.
But Adrian, if your boss is sending you that test email to see if you're working remotely, you already have a problem with your boss.
oh, your boss has a
Has
problem
problems.
with you.
You,
Yeah.
I
right?
think so. I think
you
so.
do not have a good relationship there
No.
for sure.
There was this lady in Canada, I think, Australia. Her boss, she got fired for low keystroke activity.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, last year.
yes.
She was, but
Yeah.
to be fair, she was keying like 40 keys a day or something like that. So she was
40
just-
keys?
Keystrokes, yeah, 1, 2. So she was like just
Only 40?
40 keystrokes an hour. Even
That's
an
not-
hour is terrible. It's just
that's
not a
basically
lot.
like 16 words.
That's like a tweet.
One tweet. No, it's less. Tweet is 60.
Yeah, that's true.
So she was fired.
Yeah.
And you're right. The bosses had a problem with her because she was not performing. They installed a software on her computer.
But speaking of keystrokes, apparently there are these contraptions that can make your key in keyboard keystrokes for you, so your boss thinks you're actually working.
What the heck,
Can
man?
you imagine? I mean, you're
Just
not
throw-
actually doing your work.
Just throw kibble on the keyboard.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Let tofu run.
about it.
Okay, what about email receipts? You know, there some people, like you're about to exit that email and it goes, this sender has requested a receipt. And I'm like, but why? I already responded to this person. Why do I need to let them know that I've received that email?
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
you know what I mean?
I think for some people, when they don't get a reply, they want to know that you've read it.
So
Maybe it
that's-
doesn't require a reply. Some emails don't require a
right.
reply.
Okay, so you just click, yes, I've read it.
You
So
don't
it's like
need
say-
to.
So it's like saying noted with thanks without saying noted with
Yeah.
thanks.
No, you don't need to because you've got the email, you've replied to it.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do
click
that.
on that.
But if you're not replying now, then you click on that.
So, okay. I've never clicked on it.
Right.
I've never
I've never even
clicked
had
on.
that before, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so Adrian, any final words that you can offer us?
Well, I think if you're writing an email, keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it personal if you can. Not too personal with dearest Stephanie or whatever it is, right? So
I'm okay if you send me an email. You can write dearest. It's fine.
I think one more thing to note is that it's oftentimes your email is not just may not just be read by the recipient. It may be forwarded on to his bosses, your colleagues, may escalate all the way to the top. And if you're not writing it in a crisp, clear manner, the people further up the food chain, if they look at it, they might have a wrong impression of you that you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. So you have to be very mindful about your communications because it shows your state of mind. So always be professional, always be to the point, and imagine that the CEO is going to read it. Just be extra careful when you send an email.
Okay, great tips there. Thanks so much, Adrian Chu. It's always fun having you on. Join us again next Thursday for Happy at Work Thursday. In the meantime, you always say one more sleep to the weekend, right?
One more sleep to the weekend.
Here is Jordan Sparks featuring Chris Brown with No Air on Kiss 92.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.